Okay, let's go to El Paso. So, over the weekend, I went to the newspaper website of the El Paso Times, and I was just looking at their coverage of what happened in El Paso at the Walmart, and I started watching the raw video that the El Paso Times had posted that day, and I started hearing people in the store, outside the parking lot, who actually saw the shooting.
Right.
And they're telling the El Paso Times, I saw multiple shooters.
Men dressed in black.
They were wearing all black, wearing masks. I mean, why isn't this everywhere in the world?
Right.
Why aren't we hearing that the El Paso police have apprehended the other shooters? Why isn't there a discussion in the country? Who were the other men? Why were they dressed in black? Who is this picture of the guy coming in the door without a mask, but eyewitnesses saw men in black?
And aren't these eyewitness accounts just as valid, just as weighty as the ones that they're trotting out all the time?
But Doc, if you question this, you are a dangerous white supremacist, and you have to have your gun taken away. See, they're going to criminalize thinking.
Yes.
Yes. You can't question authority.
Only insanity will be permitted. Think about where this is going.
They're monopolizing.
You will
lives.
have to be insane to be normal.
Imagine if you're one of those eyewitnesses and you saw 3 people, but the entire narrative is, no, there was one shooter that did it. And you're like questioning your own sanity in all of this.
Or your survival.
It's your survival. You just keep your mouth shut.
Right.
That's what they're doing in the country. Keep your mouth shut. Don't question the facts. Yeah. All right?
The facts.
Yeah. Don't question the facts. We're going to, the establishment is saying, we're going to tell you what the facts are. And if you question it, we're going to label you as a dangerous terrorist. We'll come and take your guns from you. We'll put you in jail for hate speech.
Because you're mentally ill.
Yes, because you don't believe us. That makes you mentally ill. Well, I want to show you some of the video. The first one is an El Paso eyewitness. He was in the parking lot, and he describes seeing, the shooter fired his weapon towards this man. The man you're about to see saw people go down in the parking lot outside of Walmart. He describes what he saw, and then he said the shooter aimed at him, missed him, shot through his windshield. Then he describes the shooter. This is number 19 for our control. I'll go ahead and play this one.
I'm not inside, I saw the outside when everything started.
What did you hear or what did you see?
Gunshots. Saw the lady got hit in front of me and the one inside of me. And the individual also shot at me, which he missed and hit the window. So.
Did you ever imagine anything like this would ever happen to you?
No, never.
What side of town do you live on, sir?
I live on, I would say Central.
Central. What else did you see? Did you see people running out, that kind of thing?
I even saw the guy with the gun. I saw him twice.
What did he look like? Was he dressed
He's an Anglo, about 6 foot. He had an AK-47.
Was he dressed in like military gear?
All black, all black. He had a mask. You can see his eyes. That's about it.
Is that the scariest thing you've ever seen?
Yes. Then me with my mom, I didn't know what to do. But eventually I got the chance to take her and put inside between the 2 vending machines, which helped us a lot. That's where the individual tried to shoot at me, which he missed because I kind of ducked down. But it's quite an experience seeing a lady get her face blown off.
Interesting, isn't it?
What that man saw is different from what the news media and the government is telling the American people. Somebody's lying. And I say it's the government and the news media, because they lie constantly. If their mouth is moving, they're lying. That man said the shooter was dressed in all black with a mask, and you could only see his eyes. Now, Doc, if you were in a parking lot and you saw somebody shooting humans and they're falling around you and he aims at you, the bullet misses you and it goes through your windshield, would you remember what he looked like?
I would think I would have some recollection of that. That would probably be burned in my memory from then on.
6 foot tall, white Anglo,
All black.
wearing all black, mask, only his eyes visible.
And in these Walmart pictures of the guy walking in there, he was wearing, earmuffs or ear protection,
Yes.
eye protection, things
Cargo
like that.
pants.
Right.
T-shirt.
White cargo pants, black shirt.
Yes.
I mean, this man is saying that all black, and wearing a mask. That does
So
not
he
meet the
changed
description.
clothes in the parking lot,
Put on ear protection, eye protection, took off his mask
changed his pants, his shirt,
while he was shooting everybody. That it just stinks to high heaven, doesn't it?
All right, we have another one. This is number 20. This is an eyewitness who saw multiple men firing guns. This is number 20. Watch this one.
Luego ya, cuando ya íbamos a pagar, mire cuando entraron unos hombres con pistolas disparando a la gente.
¿Eran varias personas? Más que una persona.
Sí,
Ok, por lo menos dos.
como 3 o 4 personas.
Ajá. ¿Y cómo estaban vestidos?
Yo los vi de negro.
Okay, so you saw more than one person dressed in black shooting inside the Walmart.
¿Andaban ya uniformados como policías o...?
No les vi la cara, solamente les vi aquí para abajo, pero traían, yo los vi todo de negro y traían shorts puestos, no traían pantalón, eran shorts.
Ah, ok.
Y eran ellos los que iban disparando, porque yo nomás vi las pistolas largas cuando ellos iban así, porque yo miraba la lumbre
Oh,
que miraba.
so she saw 4 individuals running in there in shorts, all dressed in black, shooting back and forth, and that's pretty much what she did.
Multiple men. What did she say? 4 men? 4 men.
And she was at the cashier's counter, right at the front of the store. This is where the cashier counters are inside Walmart's. She said she not only saw four men coming in, but they were firing their weapons, dressed in all black. This runs completely contrary to any narrative that has only one shooter with just a black shirt on, no mask.
We now have 2 eyewitnesses who are saying they saw somebody dressed in black wearing a mask.
Right.
One man saw 1 man out in the parking lot. This woman saw 4 inside the store. Now, have these people been questioned by the El Paso police? Has any national news network, CNN, Fox News, has AP, Reuters, the New York Times, has anybody gone to El Paso and interviewed these people? No. Because the establishment is telling us you have to believe the narrative.
And they decided that on Sunday because the police were forced to address this. This was, I'd say, not just going viral on the internet, but every single person talking about El Paso was saying, what about the other shooters? What about the reports of other shooters? Well, the El Paso Police Department, in a statement on Sunday, said they had run down every lead they were given, even regarding other shooters, other accomplices, and they had found them all to be without merit. So they had moved on. One day, Rick, one day for a shooting.
Found without merit. So that woman was hallucinating.
Yes,
right?
that's they say she's hallucinating or she's
Okay,
wrong.
so show us the security surveillance video from inside Walmart.
Sure.
Show it to us.
Just show us the video.
Yeah, I don't know what your local Walmart in El Paso is like, but the one here in Vero Beach, there's a camera every about 20 feet.
I've spoken to 5 different Walmart managers since we first ran the story. Each of these managers told me that in some Walmarts, there are facial recognition cameras.
Oh, yes,
Talking about
it's here
up
at
to
Vero.
4K definition. The ones that don't have it, they at minimum have at least 40 cameras throughout the store.
So I know what the government would say. Well, we can't show you this video. It's too shocking, the carnage, the blood. No, we understand that. The corruption is more shocking.
Yes.
Thank you.
The corruption is more shocking. We can handle the blood and guts. Show us the video. You people in the government, you're liars. You're sick liars. And you think that we're stupid. You think that we're dumb. We know that you're lying. There is something very evil going on in this country. There are kill teams.
Death squads.
Death squad kill teams moving throughout America, killing, slaughtering innocent Americans. And there's an agenda. And I have named it Ergen. And I am risking my life saying it's Ergen. I-R-G-U-N, Ergen. The country's being taken over. We're about to be disarmed through a Republican president who is compromised by his association with Jeffrey Epstein. The witnesses are telling you, multiple shooters wearing black. We never heard the truth about Las Vegas, how one man got in a hotel and shot all those people on the ground.
Rick, there's still no video of the shooter himself firing the gun into the crowd. Think how crazy that is.
Right.
The largest mass shooting in U.S. history, launched the most extensive gun control legislation since, I'd say, even the Obama years. We still don't even have pictures of the man shooting his weapon.
That's right. We don't have a video of the jet going into the Pentagon on 9/11.
Ooh.
Same people. The same people involved in all of it. The takedown of America. Next one. Number 21, eyewitness to El Paso shooting saw 3 men dressed in black. Let's run number 21.
So we were on the clothesman, and we just thought it was something hitting the floor or the wall, and that's when my mom's like, no, it is actually shooting, and she saw 3 men running in, and they were all dressed in black, and that's when my mom said, drop down, go down to the floor. And after that, I just grabbed my mom and my little brother by the hand, and I just took them outside to the back.
Did you guys see anyone shot, wounded?
No, we just saw my mom saw the 3 men running.
Were they holding guns?
They were holding.
So she saw them actually shooting the guns.
So I guess she's in shock. She imagined that there were 3 men in black.
But the police tracked down this lead and determined that it was without merit, Rick.
That's right. So either the feds told the El Paso police, here's the narrative, this is what you go with, or the police in El Paso are complicit with the crime that took place. Now, I don't doubt that there was a shooting. Obviously, there's a shooting.
Yes.
Innocent people are being slaughtered. I'm not questioning whether any of these shootings took place. So my enemies out there, don't even try to say that I am denying that these shootings are taking place. I'm telling you that Ergen did it.
Yes.
Run with that story, Right Wing Watch. Put it out there. Rick Wiles said Ergen has kill teams in America. Go for it. We're at the end of this country. They're slaughtering innocent people on a Saturday afternoon shopping at Walmart. My God, what's it take to get the American people to wake up and defend themselves? To our Palestinian friends, to all of our Arab friends, Ergen is in America. The same terrorists that took the Arab lands in 1948, they're here in America killing us. I'm risking my life saying this. If something happens to me, know who did it. I'm risking my life making these statements. And I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I risking my life when so few people care? Why? They don't even care.
Like screaming from the deck of that Titanic sometimes.
If something happened to me, they wouldn't care. They just keep on going with it. They're just being taken over. I mean, I'd be smarter just to go live on an island and live out the rest of my life quietly, having just a peaceful retirement. Why would I put my life on the line here?
Because you made a vow to put your hand and keep your hand on the plow.
Well, I can plow on an island, but I don't have to fight this corruption. I can serve God on another place, But when the people of this place don't want to be delivered, they don't want to know the truth, they don't care enough to take a stand against evil.
They're celebrating their delusion, their enslavement.
They're enslaved. They've been taken over. Their minds were captured. They don't have to come in and capture your body. They captured your mind.
Right.
And that's what's been done to the American people. And there's a remnant of people in this country who know what's happening. And they're about to mark you as dangerous, mentally unstable people who have to be disarmed.
They're going to ostracize us, put us in basically camps, a form of a camp. They're going to put us in reservations for what they would say the crazies.
Exactly what they're doing. They're taking lessons from the Nazis.
Oh, but Rick, we can't say that now. The State Department has literally just changed their definition.
Oh, yes.
What
yesterday.
What did I just do?
All right. Yesterday, the State Department added the 11th commandment to that list of 10 items
Definitions for anti-Semitism.
One of the new one they added yesterday said you cannot compare Israel to Nazi Germany.
Okay.
Nazi-like activity.
Not Nazi-like activities. Yes. Excuse me.
All right. Mike Pompeo, everybody at State Department, listen up. The Israeli Zionists act like Nazis. Come and get me. Okay, I'm here. Come and get me. They act like Nazis. I'm not going to be told what I can say and what I can believe. I see the video of them shooting 14-year-old Palestinian boys. That's a Nazi. I don't care what their race is. I don't care who they claim to be. When you shoot 14-year-old boys in the head, you're a Nazi. All right? They oppress the Palestinian people. They steal their lands. They rob them. They treat them like animals. Ben Gurion said, we see the Palestinians as donkeys. That's how they view the Palestinians. And I will tell you, State Department, the Israeli Zionists are Nazis. That's my belief, and I have a right as an American citizen to express my views. And I can denounce tyranny any place in the world if I want to. I'm a free American, and nobody can tell me to shut up. The only way you're going to make me shut up is to kill me. All right, number 22, an El Paso shooting eyewitness. This is actually a Walmart employee. Heard gunshots from a different direction. She hears gunshots from one direction, then she hears gunshots from another direction. This is number 22. Control, let's watch this one.
So I was working at the self-checkouts at the main entrance next to the McDonald's, and all I hear is just gunshots, just loud pops. At first it was far away, meaning that they were outside, and then they just started getting closer and closer. And that's when I see everybody just starts running like crazy. So then that's when I heard even louder gunshots. So I just started, first thing was just to get everybody running out. And I see a little girl. First thing was just to grab her and take her outside. And we just ran through our back doors. After that, they pushed us to the mall. And that's when we heard more gunshots at Dillard's, actually. And then from there, we were pushed on to Cinemark. That's where everything was more calm and more safe.
And then did you see any gunmen? Did you see any?
I didn't see any gunmen, nothing like that. All I did was I heard that it was two guys in black that was at Walmart, but that's all I heard. I just see people on the floor, but I didn't see no gunmen.
People on the floor with injuries, or
some
just hiding?
One looked like they just fell, as in like they were just trembled, but I didn't see no blood at that moment. I just saw that they just trembled.
She heard that there were two men in black.
Yes.
And she was working the main entrance, too.
So the gunfire was loud, but then when they started to run, she heard gunfire coming from Dillard's.
Yes.
From the mall.
Yes.
In Dillard's.
So how do we explain this?
Well, it's the only explanation is that there were at least two different shooters. At least two. She's saying she heard there are two shooters. This could mean maybe the two entering Walmart that we heard from the first two eyewitnesses, saying 3 or 4 main shooters coming in through the entrance where she was, the cashier entrance of the Walmart. But she's saying after the shooting began, she heard gunshots. She went out the back of the Walmart. We actually have a map of this area in El Paso. So right here, you see in the top left, that is the Walmart. Okay, that is the Walmart she is describing. Now, we believe she came out of the Walmart Auto Car Centers, back, she said the back entrance. So right there, coming out toward Dillard's, you'll see that Dillard's is part of the mall complex. Down to the right, the center of the screen right there. She's saying is that the survivors, the people coming out of Walmart, were being pushed toward Dillard's. That's what the eyewitness said. They then heard gunshots coming from Dillard's, not from Walmart, coming from Dillard's. That'd be to her right, the place where she's being pushed toward. They then were pushed north. That's up forward at the top of the screen there. We were able to actually track the location where she did the interview with the El Paso Times to about a football field north of the Walmart. She mentions the cinema. That's a little bit north right there on the map there.
Doc, what's your explanation?
That there were multiple shooters, at least 2, probably 4, and that whoever walked through the front door of Walmart wearing head protection, eye protection, carrying a rifle, was probably the guy they set up as the patsy. What? That's a conspiracy theory, Doc. Well,
but he went in there earlier to get something to eat.
That's what.
Chicken.
We were told
chicken.
to get chicken.
All right, let's skip some of our other videos and stills. Let's go to number 30, and this is the famous photograph that they put out, the grainy surveillance camera image. Notice how Walmart didn't have a very good camera operating that day. And so we have this grainy image. Here's this guy coming in here wearing a T-shirt and white cargo pants.
No
the
mask.
guy on the right. All right, that's the killer, we're told. Then on the left, this is the guy being detained by the police. They don't look like the same pair of pants. I could be wrong on that. The pair of pants on the right.
Rick, they don't look like the same guy.
Well, it's hard to tell because you got a really grainy image because Walmart didn't have their good cameras on that day, Doc.
I guess not.
Come on. They didn't have their 4K
Malfunctioning
cameras.
camera. Oh, that's odd.
They went back to their 1990 surveillance camera that day. But if you look at the pockets on the pants, they look different.
They seem to be absent on the left when this man's being allegedly detained and arrested by the police.
Shirt seems to be the same. Okay. Now, so just focus on these pictures, folks. Focus on these pictures. Now let's go to the photo of the mugshot of the killer. And this guy's, what was his name?
Crucius.
Yes. From Allen, Texas.
Yes.
Who may have rode to El Paso on a motorcycle. He may have driven a car, depends on which story you believe.
Right.
He may have been arrested in the store, outside the store. He might have been arrested on a motorcycle, might have been arrested in a car. Depends on which story you believe.
The 35 for control, Brian Crucius. This is, again, a comparison of the mugshot taken by the El Paso Police Department, who currently is running the investigation and is holding him in their jail.
Okay, those are two separate people. Those are two different people.
No, they're the same people, Rick.
According to Facebook.
No, they're not. They're two different people. Who's the guy on the right?
The guy on the right, according to Facebook and Heavy and other people who have covered the story, is Brian Crucius. The man on the left, according to the El Paso Police Department, is Brian Crucius.
Patrick
Crucius, yes. Brian is his father. Patrick Crucius on the left, according to the police department. Patrick Crucius on the right, according to his Facebook page.
Not the same people.
Yes, they are, Rick. They're the same people. At least that's what we're being told.
You're going to have to label me mentally unstable and take my gun from me. That's not the same person.
Oh, it gets worse, Rick. We actually were able to get a photo.
And it doesn't look like the guy that came through the door.
No, it doesn't.
Thank you.
We have 3 faces now.
We have an interesting thing.
Well, we had 3 shooters.
This raises more questions here. Was Patrick wearing contact lenses when he entered? Were the ballistic glasses, we're told they're ballistic, were those his actual glasses? Did they have inserts in them for someone who wears glasses? Because on the right here, he's wearing glasses. What level was his vision at? Now, we were able to get a picture of his yearbook page. That's another thing we wanted to compare here. This is from 2017. According to the high school that he attended, this is his graduation photo in 2017. 2017, on the right, Patrick Crucius. On the left, 2019, Patrick Crucius, according to the police department.
That's not the same person.
Yes, they are, Rick.
No, they're not. It's not the same person. So if you don't want to be labeled crazy, you have to suspend your mind.
And say they're the same people.
Yes. It's like being it's like Alice in Wonderland. And the Mad Hatter is running the world. I mean, we're listening to the Mad Hatter talk.
Yes. We have to analyze chaos, craziness.
The government and the news media is a bunch of Mad Hatters. And the normal people are listening to them saying they're crazy. They're absolutely crazy. But the Mad Hatters are saying, if you don't believe me, you're crazy. We're gonna put you in jail. We're gonna take your gun from you. Our version of reality is true. Your version of reality is not true. That's how insane this United States of America has become. And I have to wonder what people in other countries, what you're thinking about us. I mean, you must think we're a bunch of wackos. The country is become a bunch of wackos.
Well, some countries have warned their citizens if they travel to the United States, you may die over here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a real thing. That's a travel advisory for many
Your
countries.
brain may die over here. That's the scary thing. Your brain may die in the United States because people have suspended thinking.
It's idiocracy brought to reality.
Wow. We have any more photos that we should take a look at?
Well, you know, it's something strange popped up in all these recent mass shootings. Some people forget, hey, there was a mass shooting in California a couple weeks ago, the Garlic Festival shooting, right? It's really weird, Rick, how the shooter, or the ones they're telling us is the shooter at the Garlic Festival,
Santino William Ligon,
and the guy in El Paso, how similar they look to one another. It's really spooky.
This 36.
Yeah, number 36.
Look
at this.
Oh, wait a minute. Who's who here?
The man on the left is the alleged shooter at the Garlic Festival in California, Santino William Ligon, and then the man on the right is Mr. Crucius, Patrick Crucius.
Or who we're being told is Patrick Crucius.
And look at the glasses. The glasses are almost identical. The face structure, the nose, even the lips. I mean, are these the illegitimate children of some kind of operation? I mean, where are they getting these people? And what are the chances of the both shooters, the most recent shootings, looking almost identical?
We have been overthrown by an evil, wicked, demonic Nazi political force. It's beyond just political. It operates in the supernatural. It's satanic. Right?
They're spiritual terrorists.
Yes, but they're making people believe what is obvious lies.
Right.
And the public is so dumbed down and so consumed with social media that they don't have time to think. They don't have time to put it all together. So the public is just believing whatever they're told. But when you show people what we just show you, then you're labeled a conspiracy kook. No, the kooks are the people promoting these lies. They're
Yes.
the kooks. They ought to be rounded up. They ought to be imprisoned. And I don't know what the people of the United States of America are going to do. How do you overthrow something this evil and this wicked? There's only one way, the blood of Christ.
Yes.
Right.
There can never be another revolution. They've made it impossible for there ever to be a peaceful revolution in this country or a proper election.
And let me tell you, the people in other countries and leaders in other countries are watching this, and they're aware that America has gone insane, that the leadership of America is insane.
A nuclear-armed country has gone insane.
Yes, because they're doing these same fake news stories in other countries and blaming other countries for it. In particular, Syria, fake
Chemical
gas
attacks.
attacks.
Well, I mean, think about Jared Kushner and his organization admitted that they were manipulating the press in the Middle East to help promote the peace agreement.
Yes.
They admitted it.
Oh, the same Jared Kushner that hired the Hunt PR publicist?
Oh, yes, that's right. The same company that was promoting the movie The Hunt that we talked about last week, Jared Kushner worked with them too.
That hired them for Project 2016.
So
In the campaign?
Yes.
Are you going to say this to me again? 'Cause I'm missing this.
The publicist, the PR firm that was running the marketing campaign for the now band, the Universal is not going to be releasing The Hunt.
The Hunt.
The Hunt.
Okay.
That kills
It was going to
conservatives,
hunt deplorables.
Yes, Jared
Trump
Kushner,
voters.
through the Kushner company, from my understanding, had reached out and had asked for consulting from that same PR firm.
No, it's deeper than that.
But I know, but that's the story
Yes.
that's being told. And
But
so-
it's deeper than that. See, I've come to the place that I now believe that Donald Trump is reading a script. His job is to make white people angry. Barack Obama's assignment was to make black people angry. Trump's assignment is to make white people angry. And they want to get a good old race war going so that they can crack down on everybody and confiscate guns and impose a draconian police state on the entire nation. I think Donald Trump is just reading his lines. He goes to these rallies and he just says the lines that he was, and he actually said that in 2016. He
Yes.
goes, I didn't say that. This, my people told me to say this.
Build the wall. That's a silly phrase, but people told me it's a good phrase.
Drain the swamp. Drain the swamp. Because they told me, say, drain the swamp. I said, that's stupid.
How's that swamp going, by the way?
You know, I don't know if our control can find that video. We had it a week or two ago of Trump saying, they told me to say drain the swamp. I told them, that's stupid, that's silly, you know, but I went ahead and said it, and you people love it, so now I say it every speech, I say drain the swamp. See, when I heard Donald Trump say it in 2016, and I thought, oh man, he just said he's being told what to say. But we were all so terrified of Hillary Clinton being in the White House that we suspended our common sense, we suspended our thinking, and said, we just have to go ahead and get Trump in the White House to stop Hillary Clinton from being in the White House.
You've been to the Las Vegas magic show, right?
Yes.
I remember we went and saw a magic show in Las Vegas one night, and there was a helicopter on stage.
Yes.
And he made that helicopter disappear.
That's right.
Now,
He
I
also
know
made a live lion appear
on the stage
in front of us, and we were like 3 rows from the stage.
Now, I know that's not physically possible to happen. And yet I've suspended my belief in order to say, that lion appeared there.
That's right.
That helicopter disappeared off that stage.
That's right.
Control does have that, by the way.
They
if you
do it?
want to see
Okay,
that
this
clip.
is a 2016 campaign. Donald Trump admitting in a rally that the drain the swamp line was not his. He was told to say it, and he didn't think it would work, but he did, and he was using it. Watch this.
Drain the swamp. Look at that sign. Drain the swamp in Washington, D.C. Look at that. You know, I said to somebody the other day, and even today, drain the swamp. We put it in about 2 days ago. I said, drain the swamp. I didn't like it. I didn't like the expression, drain the swamp in Washington. So I said it 3 days ago. The place went crazy. I said, you know what? I'm starting to like that expression. And now it's it's like trending all over the world. Drain the swamp in Washington. So we like that expression.
He just read his line.
I didn't like that expression, Rick, because up to now, we still haven't drained the swamp. We're building condos in the swamp right now. That's what we're doing.
That's right. So everything he told us was calculated.
Manipulation.
It was manipulation. And his job is to get white people angry, get them whipped up so that there could be accusations made that white people in America are dangerous. I'm going to tell you what, I will not, and I'm saying this for safety reasons, I will not attend any political rally in 2020. Starting in 2019, I will not attend any. My fear is there will be mass shootings in political rallies.
Slaughter.
Yes.
Slaughter like we've seen here in Philadelphia even today. An active shooter injured about 5 police officers, according to NBC Philadelphia.
And when we went to the rallies before, we're sitting in the press box with CNN and Fox News and New York Times. And, you know, we don't have any way of saying, hey, we're true news, we're not liars like the rest of these guys.
Well, the president directs ire toward that very
telling
location.
the audience, turn, look at them, boo, you know?
Yes.
Well, look, and the press they have a legitimate reason to say we're concerned, okay? I wouldn't sit there on that press box in 2020.
You're an open target.
Because it only takes one person to have sneaked in a firearm or a grenade or acid, anything.
Start a fire. If someone started a fire in one of those big stadiums, it would cause.
I really think there's going to be violence in the political rallies of 2020. Both sides. On both sides.
It's going to be a melee.
Yeah. And they're going to be begging to round up the guns. They're going to be begging. People are saying, enough is enough. Round up the guns. Let's just confiscate them. Let's just, we're just going to send the military door to door and confiscate the guns.
I don't even think they'll have to do that, Rick. I think people will willingly do it.
Well, yes, a substantial portion will willingly do it, but it will be the diehard patriots who say, over my dead body, and they'll say, yes, that's exactly what we want, over your dead body.
And that's what it's going to take. And they'll
And
do
the
it.
stage is being set for it.
And they'll make it look like because you held on, you're the crazy person.
Yes. Meanwhile, we'll have some more Ergen kill teams move through the country, and Ergen will be at the rallies.
Yes.
If they're
It'll
not,
be
if they're
Ergen.
not already there.
It'll be Ergen at the rallies. Okay. IRGUN, Ergen. Okay. Study it. Learn about it. The Palestinians know all about Ergen because Ergen slaughtered their families.
The British know about Ergen, Rick. Ergen literally fought against the British during World War II.
Yes. Ergen was a terrorist organization. And Ergen ended up becoming Israel.
Yes.
It is Israel. Ariel Sharon, all these, Menachem Begin, these guys were terrorists. They slaughtered people. They weren't, none of them were from Palestine. They were Ashkenazis from
Jews.
Europe. And they infiltrated Palestine and they started terrorist groups and started killing the Arabs. I just want our Arab friends to know I'm doing my best to stand up for you. My eyes have opened in recent years, and I see what was done to you, and I grieve for you. I feel for you, and I regret that in the past that I believed the lies told in this country by the Jewish news media and the Jewish-controlled politicians, the lies that we were told about the Arab people. I regret that I believed that stuff. And I just want the American people to know we've been lied to. We have been lied to. There is a very dangerous group in the world called Zionists. And most Jews in the world are not Zionists. If they were all Zionists, they'd be living in Israel. They don't want to live in Israel.
Right.
They want to live in London. They want to live in Paris. They want to live in Miami, and I don't blame them. They don't want to go to Israel. It's the Zionists. Those are the troublemakers. They're the troublemakers in the world. And it's a dangerous movement. It's a political, religious movement. Right? It's satanic. It operates in a satanic realm with Kabbalah witchcraft.
It's a death cult.
Look, Hitler, the Nazis were in the occult. That was a religious political movement. The Empire of Japan, Shintoism.
Yes.
Occult.
Political, religious. They're dangerous. We had world wars over it. There's going to be a world war over Zionism. And this country is on the wrong side of the war.
They're making us the foot soldiers. American kids are going to die for Zionism.
American grandmas and grandpas are going to die.
You better believe it. That's where they're taking it. All right. That's enough truth for one day. Hey, while you can still do it, and while I'm still alive, to ask you, okay? I can't get it's something metallic down here. My magnetic sticker won't come up. We got some metal here on this thing. All right, the True News bumper sticker, first-time donors to True News, any size gift. We just trust that you'll give enough to cover the printing of the bumper sticker and the shipping of it, but we hope that you'll be very generous. Go to truenews.com, click donate. PayPal is support@truenews.com. If you're on YouTube live chat right now, super chat right now, you can donate this very second. And our mailing address, P.O. Box 690069, Vero Beach, Florida 32969. We need everybody else. Please get involved with us. Help us, support us. We're in dangerous times. Jesus said perilous times.
Yes.
I don't know what perilous times would look like if it didn't look like this. We're in perilous times. We're in danger. We're in trouble. God bless you. The good news is Jesus Christ is coming back. He's going to clean up this mess. He's going to establish a righteous kingdom. He's going to make a new earth, and he is going to rule forever. And you and I are going to be back in the Garden of Eden, living with our Maker, Almighty God. That's the good news. And I just keep your eyes, keep your heart focused on the good news. Jesus Christ is coming. We'll see you tomorrow.
God bless you.